Hello and welcome to another Battle Stuff Sports product review. My name is Ryan Harden. In this review we're going to take a look at the Ogio Rig 9800 gear bag. It is a behemoth. It's one of their biggest on the market. It has the sled system on it, which is a very handy abrasion resistant back end. It's got a ton of storage on the front end, super heavy duty zippers and buckles, and seal ball bearing wheels. This thing will last a really long time. It can hold a tremendous amount of gear. Let's take a look at the inside. Alright, we'll run through this thing top to bottom. First off, on the top you got some very heavy duty reinforced handles with cross stitching. Your first open compartment here has room for some small items, possibly bandanas and maybe goggles and such, but there's not a lot of padding on the outside, so this is more like a clothing compartment to me. The outside, if you can see here, it does have reinforcements on the edges, which is very important because this is where usually you start getting some of the fray, and that's reinforced, which will make it last a long time. Again, so you can haul this sucker with two handles. It has the heavy duty buckles that are adjustable, and there is some padding on the outside of this. This thing's lined with a ton of padding, which is really nice. On the back side, as we go through the top here, it has a stabilizing, again they call it the sled, so it is a structural load equalizing deck, SLED, and that is basically just a fancy term for a hard plastic bottom and back, which makes it very easy to maneuver and gives it some rigidity, so you can actually toss this thing into your trailer or into the back of the pickup truck without it getting all mangled. Heavy duty wheels and structural support for the wheels so they won't break. The top here has a cross pattern on it, and this is a nice foam. The zipper is extremely heavy duty zippers, and it does have the, I don't know if you can see that there, you got the two loops here so you can lock this together. Now if we take a look at the top here, it has a very reinforced fabric handle and a pull-away handle, and you'll notice that there's actually screws in here. I mean, this is designed to last a lifetime. Ogio makes some of the best bags, and they offer a lifetime warranty in the United States and a 30-year warranty in Europe. Okay, so if we open it up from the top here, you will notice two immediate compartments here for smaller items. This is one big area. This is a smaller area with mesh so you can see inside of it. All the small zippers have a fabric grab tag on it. There is a interior to the top that is foam lined, so it can withstand quite a bit of impact and keep your valuables well protected. On the inside, let's take a look at the seam here. It's very well made, and it's lined with tubing, tube pipe. Again, keeping this hinge in really good working order for a really long time. These are some of the things you look for on gear bags, the compartments and the parts that are going to be doing a lot of movement, to make sure that the stitching is really good and that you have a lot of stuff in there so it lasts a really long time. You get what you pay for with gear bags, just like everything else. If it's super cheap, look at the stitching, look at the type of material they use, because a lot of times they'll go really cheap and it'll tear almost the first or second time you take it out. So on the inside of the bag here, you'll see a lot of room. It's very deep, and again, you can see where the grab handles are, and it's double stitched all the way through, and it has like the pop rivet metal fasteners on there. It has a foam padding protective area here, so if you put your helmets or such in here, it's not going to scratch from the back side. It also features a zippered compartment on the back side, which would allow you to put some additional things in the, you know, right on the sled side of the bag. All in all, this thing is massive. It is the largest one Ogio makes, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to take my old gear bag and put all my gear in here, both my motocross stuff, my training gear, and see how much of it I can fit in here, see if it's big enough. One of the things we'd like to show you here is the back, the foam backing board here. They can go down, it can lay flat like this inside if you need a lot of long room. But if you're going to be carrying your helmets and that kind of thing, put the flap in, and it has little ears on the side here to velcro in, and then it allows you to put your like helmet and stuff here, and then you can close it up completely with your with this flap. So again, completely protected and safe from the rest of the gear, and it keeps it from really, you know, jostling all over the place. And you know, big empty compartments like this, if you leave them all open, all your gear can end up in a real packed small area on the bottom. So this way of separation gives you the option of using the whole bag or separating it depending on what you're carrying. So we're going to do it like this because we're going to have a helmet and such in there. And just a phenomenally huge amount of room, lots of space. So we got our the Scorpion EXO helmet with the air pump. We'll do another review on that. Throw that in there. Gloves and such. Throw those in there. Goggles. Now I want my goggles to be as protected as possible. I should probably get the goggle bag for them. If you have 2 or 3 sets of goggles. Right now I'm just going to set them in here. We still got more room in the top part, so I got what, 5 or 6 shirts in there, one pair of pants, riding pants, second pair of pants, and I'm still easily able to close this. Trail patrol vest. Okay, well, for the most part, that's all the gear I got for clothing. So, easily fits. You can see that that could actually hold quite a bit more, or a few more items yet. Because there's a clothing there, I got my goggles here. I could probably put those in a different compartment, keep them a little bit more separated. But, so we got a couple of our different dust bandanas and such. Throw those up in here. A couple different pairs of gloves. I mean, you could just fill this thing all day long with a ton of stuff. Some of the training material and my first aid instruction kits. The top of the bag. Might be good for owner's manuals, or you know, if you do filming, scripts, I don't know. There's just a ton of different things you can put in there. Alright, no problem. My motocross boots in here. Now again, this has a separate compartment in the bottom. I could probably put the boots in a different compartment to leave this open for more clothing when you don't want it to get full of mud from your boots. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was designed for. But As you can see in just this little demonstration, I have put a tremendous amount of gear in here, and I haven't even touched most of the, you know, if you take a look here, I barely started using, I mean, I didn't even come close to using all the room. So I could fit quite a bit more stuff in here. Throw the other little helmet. So if I don't have a lot in this bottom part, I can tighten that up, set her on end, and it's still very front heavy and it still stands on its own. So again, very awesome bag. You're not going to find a better bag out there, and it's going to last you a really long time. This has been another product review from Battle Stuff Sports. My name is Ryan Harden, and this was the review for the Ogio Rig 9800. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call, chat with us online, or ask us a question by email. We'll see you out on the trail.